What is up, people? I'm sure most of you have moved on to Madden 22 at this point, and I have as well. Just had a couple Madden 21 videos I wanted to upload because I thought they were fairly entertaining games. This one I came across when I was clearing out my hard drive. It's actually from several months ago in a CFM that I had, and I just never got around to uploading it before. But this one is an entertaining game, a lot of offense from both sides, and it comes down to the wire at the end. Yeah, getting into it now, I pop off a read option, go and keep it with my quarterback and pick up a really good chunk of yards. Here I'm going to come out in YSail, but I'm going to check the mesh dagger concept. So what you do here is you have to drag X and H, and I'll motion X in to create a narrower split just so the mesh will happen sooner. There, I meant to rat catch that. Fortunately, I fall down instead. Run YSail, hit my halfback, and get the first. Here I'm going to check the shallow cross. There, he's dropping two guys down into the flat, so I don't really have anywhere to go with the football and just throw it to my tight end. Still got 2 yards out of it. Second and 8, I'm going to run YSail here, and this is why you should always make sure you're going through your progressions every time. Here I kind of just skipped over B early, assuming he wouldn't be open, and if I had gone to him first, that would have been a touchdown. Just pass lead that out to the outside. Instead I took a sack. 3rd and 19, I'm going to run 4 verts, and nothing was open deep, so I check it down to my halfback. Going for it on 4th and 5. This guy's got a really good offense, so I've got to try and make sure I'm getting touchdowns and not field goals to match them. Fourth and 5. Let's go and drop 2 guys again into the flats and use everything over the middle. There, he gets a holding penalty. Yeah, Brandon Cooks. He's got Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller on his team. It's kind of a semi-Texans receiving group. There, he's able to hit Will Fuller on the out route. Come out in quarters again. He's running a lot of bunch and compressed sets and under center stuff. He's using the West Coast playbook. See, I think that was Rashawn Gary who got the sack. It might not have been someone else. He likes those crossing routes from the West Coast playbook. Through a crossing route and a slant, that's something he frequently does. Took me several games to figure out his offense. What you have to do is run what most players consider Mabel. It's where you do a cloud flat and a curl flat on one side. Then I did a cloud flat on the opposite side and usered any crossing route coming to that side of the field. It's really, you have to do a drop 8 coverage with that from a cover 3 shell. Second and goal. We're able to stop him from getting in the end zone here. Now 3rd and goal. Just going to blitz everyone up the middle because I'm worried about that halfback dive play from that formation. Here he doesn't have anywhere to go with the football and we get the sack. 4th and goal. He's going to settle for a field goal and take the lead. Here now back on offense. Just use this play as a designed run, don't treat it as an RPO. Pick up a couple. Here, I'm going to check to a wide cross. Here you see we don't have cross, he's using that, but we do have the backside post curl, and we're just going to take that to the house. Now back on defense. Come on, cover 3 buzz. Or he's able to hit the out route again. And he breaks off a huge run with Tony Pollard. Takes that to the house. So we got some back and forth here with both offenses scoring in 2 plays on back-to-back drives. And I come out on stick nod. Kind of a counter play to Y stick, or a constraint play for it, where you try and get the defense to bite down thinking you're running stick, and your tight end shoots up the field and your slot receiver cuts back inside instead of shooting out the flat. Here I'm going to check to smash. Just seeing too high, so I'm going to read that. Drops to single high though, and the hitch is still open, so I'm going to hit that. And come back out and stick nod, seeing if we can hit the deep shot against them. Don't have it. Didn't like anything I had there underneath, so I throw it away. I was worried if I threw it to the whip route, it would have been intercepted. Check Y shallow. Here I come out in Y sail. Here I'm going to check the Y corner. Got my halfback open. I didn't really like anything on the play side of that. Could maybe hit the underneath routes, but he was using that and might have been able to undercut it and get a pick 6. I'll check to a jet sweep play. And do I audible out of this? I don't remember now. No, I'm going to sit in it and run it. And we're able to pick up the first down and set up 1st and goal. Here we come out of counter tray. I want to check to read RPO. Try to throw the bubble screen there, but it gets broken up. This play, you don't really want to treat it as a passing play, especially at the goal line. It's an RPO pop pass. That route is, you see right there, that almost gets picked. It takes too wide of an angle really, so it can be undercut when you run it down near the goal line. It's okay for like open field, but not down near the goal line where everything gets condensed. Run Y stick, probably one of the best goal line plays out there. There, he doesn't know where to go and tries to run with it. It's now 3rd and 1. He gets wide open on that corner route. Now, coverages have a lot of trouble covering corner routes and crossers from those compressed formations. There he breaks off another big run with Tony Pollard. This time we're able to track him down though and not give up the touchdown. Here running cover 4 quarters. I'm using my outside corner just because he loves hitting that out route. Some are there trying to deter him from throwing it. As against that off coverage, he's going to try and target that out route pretty frequently. There again, crossing routes, and you can only cover one of them with your user. Now 1st and goal with only 12 seconds left though, and he has no timeouts, so this either has to be incomplete or in the end zone. Alright, just gets the snap off, and he doesn't have anyone open. And takes the sack, which is the one thing you cannot do in that situation. Gave up a sure 3 points. Here, just dump off to Tony Pollard on a wheel route. Here I'm going to run quarters. I'm going to take one crossing route, and the cornerback's just not deep enough to cover that other crossing route. He gets the touchdown off of it. Now back out on offense. Just trying to create an improvised mesh concept there. seeing if something will spring free. We're able to hit the halfback and pick up a good chunk of yards after the catch. And run some no huddle here. I don't remember what I checked to. I'm going to do a kind of mesh post double wheel concept. There, and we're able to break that free for a touchdown. So we strike back fast. Just trading touchdowns every few plays here. Back out on defense. Throws that screen. We're able to stop him from getting too many yards. Now 2nd and 6. Here he tries to throw it away and gets intentional grounding, so that backs him up 3rd and 21. Again, you can only cover one crossing route with your user. You gotta have someone over there on the opposite side to take it away. In 1st and 10, he doesn't have anywhere to go with the football and takes a huge sack. The way he plays offenses, sacks don't really hurt him so much just because he can gain big chunks of yards in a single play with those crossing routes. So yardage and field position don't really mean that much with the way he plays. Here, 4th and 9, he's going for it. There, he's able to hit the dig and possession catch it. We give up the conversion. Now 1st and 10, some more gun bunch. Here, we just don't have the speed to keep up with his receivers. You know, Will Fuller, I think, is 97 speed in this franchise. Brandon Cook's 96 speed. My cornerbacks are, I think at this point, low 90s, high 80s, something like that. We'll end up having to go and splurge a lot on the free agency and trade markets to get some better safeties and cornerbacks out there. It's because we didn't have the DBs to match up with everyone's receivers in this league. And just check it down on Y shallow. And using stick nod, and that was a risky throw there, but I was able to fit it in. Here we're going to check the halfback slip screen. Not going to get too much out of it though. He's able to hold me for just a yard on it. Here I'm going to try and read RPO bubble. There, I wanted to throw it, but Nick Bosa was on me immediately and I didn't want to risk a fumble, so I just tried to run away from him. Watson wasn't fast enough. Here on a drive concept. 3rd and 12, I get close to the 1st down marker, but it brings up 4th and inches. Going back to read RPO. There, I didn't mean to hand it off. I accidentally pressed the button. I have some trouble just making the correct button pushes on those read RPOs sometimes. There, he's able to get Will Fuller open, but he was getting hit as he was throwing it. Tony Pollard, and we're able to stop him on 2nd and 10. Brings up 3rd and 7 now. And he's able to hit his fullback for the 1st. He's driving. He's got nowhere to go with the football and takes a sack. 2nd and 24. And gun bunch. And nowhere to go with the football. He's able to hit his tight end in the flats though and pick up a few yards. Bringing up 3rd and 16. And taking a shot down the field, and we can't keep up with his receivers. Gonna get a touchdown out of that. So I said it does not really matter if he gets a sack or not. His offense can score anytime, anywhere. Here, run 4 verts again, just dump it off the halfback. We're down 2 possessions, so we're going to have to go really fast, no huddle almost every play. Try and get into at least a field goal out of this drive. We have to have points at a minimum. Some more no huddle. Check to mesh post double wheel concept. There I'm able to hit the post, and Henry Ruggs takes a nasty hit. More no huddle. I'm going to check to Y corner, hit Henry Ruggs on the spot route, and set up 1st and goal now. Here I'm going to run 4 verts. Don't like anything, so I'm just going to try and scramble and see if I can make something happen. Just have to throw that one away though. Now 2nd and goal. Going to check to read RPO again. There we got the screen open and we're able to run that in for a touchdown, making a 1 possession game again. Now back on defense, 3:40 left. There's run with Tony Pollard and almost breaks off another huge gain with him. And there we're able to stuff him for a loss. I think he gets a bit too conservative at this point in the game, really. As he goes and tries to run the ball a few times, too many I think. And really he was moving the ball in big chunks with his passing game. Here, again tries to run the ball, doesn't get much out of it. We're going to stop the clock and use our last timeout just outside of the 2-minute warning. Bringing up 3rd and 12. I'll run cover 2, show 4 here. There, he's run this play several times, so I'm expecting that dig to come back across and come down with my user, but fortunately the other vert hook is able to come in and break that up. Now coming out there on offense, I'm going to run 4 verts and try and hit the seam route, but it gets broken up. Here I'm going to check to Y shallow. Go hit my tight end and just get near the sideline and get as much as I can before going out of bounds. I don't have any timeouts left, but with 1:43 left, that's still plenty of time in Madden to drive down the field and score. You just have to not do anything stupid and take sacks or have too many plays get tackled in bounds. Here I'm going to check to, this is kind of a mix of mesh and shallow. Got the Mills concept also on it. There, unfortunately, we're going to get a holding penalty, which is not what you want when you're trying to score with less than 2 minutes left in the game and no timeouts. There, by shallow, just try and pick up the yards that we lost and get out of bounds. Here I'm going to check to 4 verts out of empty. Got the shake route by the tight end. There I'm going to try and hit the halfback up the seam, but he drops it. When you go back and look at it, it wasn't because of the contact, he just straight up dropped it before contact got there. Guess he was anticipating it. There, run Y sail and dump it off in the flats. He's taking away all the deep routes there, so I can't go to them. There, run shallow, and this time he sells out on the shallow and does not come back to the dig, so we got that in the middle of the field. Just spike the ball now. Here I'm going to check the Y stick, get the ball into flats near the sidelines. I really should have gone out of bounds there instead of staying in. That was a mistake. Now that brings up 1st and goal. Clock's running down. I really shouldn't be wasting time trying to audible. I just need to snap the ball with a play and either try and get it in the end zone, or we're going to have an incomplete pass and stop the clock. Here you go and check the mesh post wheel concept. Don't really have anything in the end zone, so I'm going to throw it short, which is not ideal. Gonna have to use my last time out there. Come out second goal now, 4 verts. I don't like anything that I see, and instead of throwing the ball away, I take a sack. That's one of the worst decisions you can make. Either take a shot to the end zone or get out and throw it away immediately. Fortunately, I was able to spike the ball with 1 second left and kick the field goal to send it to overtime. So this game, I think, really comes down to who wins the coin flip. Here, pick heads, and I get it. So now, starting out on offense, let's run read option. Go and pick up quite a big chunk with a running back. Now, first and 10. I'm gonna stay with this stick nod play. Just hit my receiver underneath and get close to first down. Here, same thing. I'm coming out with stick nod from empty, try and create an improvised mesh concept from it. That's really, at that point, it's more mesh than stick nod, and I'm able to hit my tight end finally for the big chunk play up the middle. Here, come out with an RPO orbit bubble. There, he chases with his user, but he's kind of late. Fortunately, we get a shed and lose yards on that play. Now, second 11, read option. I don't have a read key, but he doesn't have anyone to the outside there. So I'm just going to keep it with my quarterback. He tries to shoot up the middle with his user and misses. And I tried to punch it in the end zone there, but with Watson, but couldn't make it. So bringing up first and goal from the run. Gonna run QB power here. Just double team the end. And we're going to walk into the end zone upright. That's the ball game. Really, I could have had several chances to end it in regulation if I had just taken the field goal earlier in the game, like on my opening drive, for instance. But it is what it is, and we came out on top in the end. See Watson's stats there, 31 of 37, 42, and 4 touchdowns, and 83% completion. Running the ball, Tony Pollard did really well, 7 for 113. Air receiving, Cam Akers had quite a few touches and 128 yards, which is really nice. He got rallied down there with 2 catches, which is the only real flaw in my gameplay, and Bradley was really more of a backup player. He wasn't my starter for the season. He got put in because of injury. And on the defensive side of the ball, you see Rashawn Gary with 4 sacks. So that's going to be it for this game. Got one more gameplay for Madden 21, then I'm moving on to Madden 22. Peace.